Hey everyone, this is Kitmaher here with MassLive. I'm at Northampton High School right now where students are participating in the National Believe Survivors Walkout in solidarity with Christine Blasey Ford, who recently came out with sexual assault allegations against President Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. So just yesterday night, another woman came forward, Deborah-Ramirez, came forward with a sexual assault or sexual misconduct allegation against Brett Kavanaugh. And today, people across the nation are participating in these walkouts, whether it's students, organizations like Planned Parenthood are getting behind this, as well as politicians and political activists. So people are participating in this across the country. We're just here at Northampton High School to give you a little glimpse at what it's like. And I'm going to flip the camera and show you where we are now.
But let's just, once everything gets settled and everything.
I like stumble. Showing that this country does not believe does not believe in sexual harassment or assault. It believes survivors.
Thank you for coming out. So, Carol, once you get that.
Specifically, this came up because of the recent allegations against Trump's Supreme Court nominee Kavanaugh. If he does in fact get this lifetime appointment, it will send a message to the country. And that's one that we don't believe in. So. Okay.
What?
Hi everyone, my name is Adelaide Green, and I am representing this wonderful group of young folks who have planned the event. Before I begin, I'd like to give a trigger warning. There are details about sexual assault and Kavanaugh's assaults, so if you think you may be triggered, I'd like to please urge you to put your health first. No one will be offended if you have to leave. Earlier this summer, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford came forward with sexual assault allegations against Brett Kavanaugh, the current Supreme Court nominee. Dr. Ford accused Kavanaugh of assaulting her at a party in high school. She says he held her down on a bed and attempted to remove her clothing while covering her mouth as she screamed. Last night, Deborah-Ramirez came forward with another accusation, saying that Kavanaugh exposed himself to her in college. This is a lifetime appointment. If Kavanaugh is approved, it will send a message to the country that sexual assault is excusable and will discourage anyone else from speaking out, as well as lose the trust of survivors or allies. We are here today because we need people to continue to use their voices and to speak up. We are here today because I am so proud that we could use our voices and make this walkout happen, but I am fed up with having to have these walkouts. I don't want to have any more walkouts. We are here today because being in high school is not an excuse. We are all in high school and we understand that consent is necessary, so why didn't Kavanaugh? I'd like to recognize how brave it was for Dr. Ford and Deborah-Ramirez to come out with these assault allegations, and I'd like to give them a round of applause for being a couple of modern day heroes. I know that there are those of you out there who don't believe Dr. Ford and Ms. Ramirez. And I'm not here to fight you, but I'd like to remind you that it is inexcusable to believe Kavanaugh just because he's a man. This issue goes beyond party politics. It's just about humanity. And it is essential to remember that this is not a white women's issue. We need to include people of all genders, all sexualities, people of color, and all abilities. This movement is for everyone. The bottom line is sexual assault needs to stop, and the world needs to realize that no means no, nobody is asking for it, and we are not going to accept any assaulters in positions of power. Now, Kamini is going to lead us in some chants. Thank you.
So, guys, before we do a couple more chants, we're actually going to take 2 minutes of silence in support of all survivors. Starting now.
Thank you. So we took 1 minute for each of the brave women who have come out with their allegations against Kavanaugh. Thank you.
All right, so now we're gonna do some more chants.
And then we're gonna head back in.
Yeah.
You can start heading back in while you chant, so we'll keep up the energy heading into school. But please don't be disruptive. Actually, disruptive is good.
Yeah, disruptive's great, guys.
All right. Our bodies are rights. 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 Our bodies.
Start heading in, you guys.
Believe survivors. 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 I believe them. 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 I believe them.
There's gonna be pictures all around the crowd going like this.
So I have Sherilyn Strader here. So can you tell us about what motivated you to participate today?
So I saw a Facebook event for a national walkout on Facebook. It was sponsored by 23 different national organizations, including NARAL and Move On and Planned Parenthood. And so I was inspired to join and participate because I think this is an issue that affects all of our lives, because this would be a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court of someone who doesn't understand the importance of reproductive freedom, and so I think it's important that we stand up to that.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, thanks so much for everyone for tuning in. So on Thursday, Christine Ford is going to be testifying in front of the Senate, and Kavanaugh has denied all of the allegations, but he has agreed to testify as well on Thursday. So we will know more then, and thanks so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for more updates on this issue on MassLive.com. Thanks so much, everyone.